Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. It's Friday, June 10th. It is 6:52 a.m. My eyes are so watering and so irritated. I took my contacts out and they've been out. I just been rubbing last night. I had to take them out. Anyway, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Happy Friday. Y'all forgive me. My eyes are just watering. I don't know. Sorry, I felt fur on my face. But yeah. Last night, you guys, yesterday, I was trying to watch that Sonic 3 movie, and I was trying to hook up the Bluetooth, and it just wasn't working. And this is before Lavelle had made it home from work. And I'm in here, and I'm trying. I know, and I'm hearing it hook up. I'm hearing it connect. But there's no sound. I'm like, what is going on? Disconnected, unconnected. Moved it, deactivated it, reactivated it, and it just was not playing, but it says connected, right? And so when Lavelle got home, I was like, well, what is going on? He's like, maybe, he says nothing wrong with the speaker, because he always had a speaker. Between him and I, we always have the speaker. And he was just listening to it the night before, so I know it worked. And so he came in and he was looking at it, and he was like, I don't know. He said, it says connected. He says, I hear that it's connected. Because you can hear it go, doop. But that was it. Like, you could hear the thing like click, the Bluetooth itself, I think. But you couldn't hear, it wasn't no sound coming out my computer. But the computer worked. Like, you could hear the computer playing, but you couldn't hear, like when I connect the Bluetooth, it usually takes over. It just was not working. He was like, I don't know. He said, maybe you didn't push something you did. And I was like, but what? Like, I didn't do anything. It wasn't working. So I watched my movie. I ran my bath. I laid in my hot bath water, and I watched my movie. It was a long day, right? After that movie went off, I came in here and I laid down, and I nodded off, and then my daughter called. I talked to her a bit, and then I tried to, since I was up, I was like, well, let me see if I can watch Mustafa or whatever. And it was playing, but it was playing so low. I was like, what in the... I was like, okay. Imagine if they had come and got the speaker. Now he was listening to it. So obviously it worked. But I didn't feel like being bothered. So I said, okay, let me get my headphones. Since I'm laying in the bed, I'll put the headphones on. At this time, well, prior to this, I had already taken my contacts out because my eyes are just so irritated. I had to get some more, to be honest. But my eyes were so irritated. Like, all yesterday, my throat was so sore. Body. But I know with the body, it's like I'm sitting in that chair all day and I'm just, But, I had taken my contacts out, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to see the TV. I wasn't going to be able to see clear anyway. Everything is blur. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to watch my computer. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be rubbing my eyes, but they're so irritated. It's so itchy. It's so hard not to. Usually I just lay and put a warm towel, cool towel on my face. But anyway, So it was just so low. I grabbed my headphones, right? Load my headphones up. Same thing. Same thing. So I said, now I know it's the computer. I said, did I break it? Like, what's going on? The thing ain't broke because I charged the phones up with it. So I was like, okay, obviously it's not broke. So I went on YouTube, which is what I was doing before LaVille got here, but I obviously was just typing in the wrong stuff. So I went back to the same little boy. No, this one little boy did say it. But prior to him, it was a guy, the very first one I chose when I was trying to hook up the Bluetooth. The guy said it, but because I didn't have the screen expanded, I couldn't see what he clicked on. And so this time I expanded the screen, and because I can't see, I was sitting up on it, and I was like, oh. So I went and I did what he said, and boom, it immediately worked. I was like, wow. I can't wait till LaVille get up so I can tell him I figured it out and how simple it was. And I kept clicking on what it was, but I was impatient with it, right? But anyway, it was the microphone. I had speaker clicked instead of microphone. Cat freaking fur. Oh. He wasn't in my room most of yesterday, a certain part of yesterday. He was in the bathroom. I get up, he was in the bathroom, laid out on the rug. But because he couldn't get in, as always, he was just scratching up and pulling up. I was like, oh my God. But, yeah, so I ended up, once I fixed that, I ended up just scrolling through YouTube for a little bit, a bunch of the shorts, and went to sleep. Shorts about animals. It was because I had read across this short where, you know how the people are in their vehicles and there's lions and stuff on the road, big old, and I was like, damn, it's hard to believe there's cats out there bigger than cars. Like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Even when you go to the zoo, I don't see, you see the animals in the zoo, but you don't see how they don't get as big, I think, as in wildlife, right? Like, to see these freaking cats tower over these vehicles and be right up on the vehicle, some of them, like, it's crazy. And these people were in the car, and it said the most frightening encounter ever. And what it was the lioness. She went up to the car, she was messing with the handle, and she opened the freaking car door, and it was crazy, and the people in the car was like, ah, and then with the camera, and then it went off. I was like, now I would have loved to have seen the rest of that. So that's what I was looking for, and then ended up watching a bunch of other stuff. But to just hear, I was just laying here and I was listening to the lions roar. Like, it's horrible. Man, it's freaking scary to me, and for villagers, to see villagers, these lions coming in this village, and people running and hiding, it's like crazy. I have my coffee this morning. Did it snow again? I know it sounds wet out there. It sure did, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I heard tow truck out there. I had to go see because you just never know nowadays. You try to make sure you park in the right spots. Like, I just asked Jeremiah where did he park, because the tow truck was where he usually parked, but I didn't see his car. I saw another car. He said he parked on the side. But I can't see. So I'll be sitting up like this on the computer all day. I had to give my eyes a rest. Like, I don't know. My eyes, when I was talking to my daughter, my eyes was running. My nose was running, you know. It's 7:03 right now. Right quick, y'all, this morning. Oh, I saw a YouTube short where Denzel Washington was talking about when you get up in the morning. He said, take a half hour, just complete silence. He said, even I didn't do this. It's the hardest thing to do. And it's right. Remember I was talking to y'all about meditating? And he was like, just start off with 5 minutes. He said, when you get up in the morning, he said, the first thing you do, he said, don't pick up your phone and, you know, all this all around. He said, just sit silently and don't turn on the lights. Not just complete silence. Be quiet. Just sit. He said it's the hardest thing to do. And it is. Because your mind start thinking. Even if your mouth ain't moving, your mind is going. And it is so hard to silence your mind. You know, remember I was telling you, sometimes that's the best way to hear. And he said the same thing. You can't even, God may be trying to talk to you. You know, for some of us, because we don't pray and study, and this is me talking now, like we should, it's harder for us to hear. Our spirit is hard. The Holy Ghost is hard for us to hear when the Lord is trying to tell you something, right? And I tell you, even this morning I got up and I did that. So let me, you know, I often try to meditate. And I was like, let me try it today. I got up, you know, after I said my prayers and things. And I just sat there. The cat, first of all, was all over me. Okay, get rid of the cat. Complete silence. Then my mind started talking. I was like, I just went ahead and got up. Like, I really have to learn to just calm my mind. You know, Jeremiah was asking me something yesterday, and I was like, my mind just was all. He said, yeah. He said, y'all, you really gotta stop. It's really hard to do. Like, your mind just be a mile a minute. I gotta do this, gotta do that. It's so hard, you know. But I'm gonna say this really quick. This morning when I got up and I was in the bathroom, washing my face and everything, brushing my teeth. I don't know what made me think about it, but I started to think about a bunch of names, people that I knew wasn't high school. Was it high school? It wasn't high school. I think it was. I don't know, maybe both. But it was certain names that I called out in my head for some reason. There was a young man by the name of Billy W. There was a young lady by the name of Laura W. No, it was Billy M. And then there was Laura W. There was Shalonda. I forget the last name. Her brother, I can't remember his name though, but I remember his face. I remember her. I remember their names, their faces. I can't remember his name, but I remember his face. Another Shalonda H. It was two Shalondas. Well, later it was two Shalondas. A Shalonda H. I forgot the other Shalonda's name. But anyway, I was thinking of these names in my head for some reason. And then the last name that I thought of was a young lady named Dawn. And her particular I remember because that's what I was going to say. You never know how your actions, what you do and what you say affect people. I was thinking about this young lady. She was a Caucasian girl, white girl, just straight white. I think she was what people would call trailer white, and kind of big girl, like if you didn't know she was a girl, you would think she was a guy. And her voice was kind of, deep. And she was kind of awkward a bit. And if I remember correctly, some people she was kind of by herself. She was almost meanish, bullyish, kind of blonde hair. And like, I don't think she had a lot of friends or anything like that. It may even been a situation where people kind of mumbled about her or something. I can't remember entirely. I do remember I never had an issue with her. And I never had an issue really with anybody. I treated people respectfully. I usually kept to myself because I didn't want to be there in the first place, right? I hated school. And I just hated being around people. I had an issue with being around people, especially lots of people. And I think I was helping her with something, or I forget what it was, but I was kind, right? I wasn't like in her face all the time kind. I was mind my business quiet, but I was kind. My communication with her was always kind. It was always with respect. Never looking down, never mumbling or talking about her, never talking at her or anything like that. Not being mean, nothing. And we began to have a pretty nice relationship. And it was crazy because this young lady's parents were prejudiced. Everybody that she knew and grew up with, how she was raised, was prejudiced. So she's never been around a lot of black people. Her being in this school was her experiencing being around a lot of black people. She's never truly experienced that. She didn't even know how to act, how to, she didn't want to say the wrong things. She just, all she knew is what she grew up being taught, and she told me, she says, wow, she says, she said it, you the first black person I ever, she said, you're totally different than from what I was always told, and what I always thought. And we really got to be pretty good. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, she actually got into it a lot at home with her people because, she did not feel the way they felt. She was seeing something different other than what they were saying. And because there would be times where she wouldn't say nothing at all, and it was because she was being told not to, or, if I remember correctly. But we started out being pretty good friends, if I'm not mistaken. And she just felt good about it. Like, she had friends, I believe the other two people did. Oh, and then it was a girl named Gina. I will never forget Gina. And I forget this other boy name, but I remember him, his persona. But yeah, I don't know what made me think of that this morning while I was brushing my teeth and stuff. But I did say, Lord, Jesus' name, watch over each and every one of them. There is obviously a reason why that came to my head, And I just pray, always in the morning for everyone, whether I know them or not. But specifically, those people today, my prayers go out. I don't know if they're alive. I don't know anything, but my prayers go out. I ask the Lord to watch over, protect, guide, listen, hug, hold, just be there, in Jesus' name. I don't know the situation, if there is one, but they just came to mind for some reason. Anyway, guys, at 7:12, I'm going to go ahead and get set up for today. I want you guys to have I did say happy Friday. I want you guys to have an amazing Friday today. I want you to have an amazing weekend. I want you to be safe, be smart, be wise, be respectful, be kind. Say your prayers, not just for your family, friends, or loved ones, but all your brothers and sisters in Christ. Treat people the way the Lord would, you guys. Please, please. Treat people the way the Lord would, and expect great things to happen to you, through you, and for you. I watched the short where this lady was coming back with her groceries. Now you know it wasn't real because, first of all, well, let me rethink that because they didn't show it all. First, what I was going to say, she was coming, she had groceries in her hand, and she dropped her keys. Her car was parked like right by a, what you call those little, like things with the, whatever. She dropped the keys down the little drain or whatever. And the baby was in the car. And the doors were locked. And these guys, and she dropped her groceries because she's now panicking. First thing she did was go to the car door and bang it. And what was so funny, she opened the window like the baby can't open the window. The baby is in the car, armed baby in the car seat. So these two guys was walking by. She was asking them. She went over. She grabbed them. She's asking for help. They walk over to the car. And they look at her. And they look at the car. They look at the groceries. And they walked on by. One of them picks up some of the groceries and took with him. Meantime, there was a homeless guy that was standing there. He was watching the whole thing, shaking his head. He goes over. He has some tape. Conveniently had some tape. He put the tape on the window like some duct tape. And he pulled it down, and that's how he pulled the window down to get in unlock the door. Now, if it was that easy, a lot of cars would be robbed easier than what go on. And then he, she went in and she got the baby, and then he went in, he pulled that thing up, dug down there, got the keys, and gave it to her. Now, first of all, the baby should have been in the car by itself. That's what I was finna say. Why would you put the baby in the car by itself and lock the door? And then I thought about it. Maybe she had the baby with her. She put the baby in first in the car seat and everything so that she could then get the groceries loaded up. Maybe that was the case. But again, because her car was not too far from her. Again, but why would you lock the door? Somewhat I get it, because it's so easy for people to run up and try to take your car with your kid in it. Sometimes not knowing, sometimes knowing. So I can get locking it even just right, for that minute. They have to fight you for them keys. So yeah. But anyway, that happened. But I could tell it was staged because he just so happened to be there. He just so happened to have some tape. But he was homeless, so he could have. He may not have been homeless. He just because people dress a certain way. That's why I say we should always put a label, which I just did. We should always judge a book by the cover. But that's the way the storyline presented itself, right? But nowadays you have some rich folks out there dressed like bums, driving raggedy cars, not raggedy, but cars you wouldn't think that like they would drive. And a lot of them do that. That's how they save money. That's how they became rich. They have a beautiful car. Yes, that's in the garage. That only come out when needed, when something important. They have a big home, but it's a normal big home. It's not unnecessarily lavish. You know what I mean? Like, you just have some people that just live normal, regular lives. They go to all these to save money. The simple stuff. They're not going out here and buying $50 steaks and, they may have that kind of stuff, but it's not like they sit up eating every day and this, that. It's a lot of people that's just live regular lives. And so anyway, just thought I would share that. You guys enjoy your day. Have an amazing weekend. Hopefully I'll talk to you this weekend. I would definitely try. My goal and my plan is to communicate with you guys every day if I possibly can. I'm just praying that I can make it through the day. Because KC, I have my contacts in a case over there. Oh, y'all, one more thing. Oh, my God. That sounds like my daughter. I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you go. I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you go. Her crazy stuff. She was so tired yesterday. It was so funny. Last night, y'all, early this morning, when I tell y'all, my head, and right now, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to get these pills because it hurts a little bit now. My head was hurting so bad. I got up to go pee. Before I got up, I was trying not to get up because my head was hurting so bad. My eyes did not want to open. Like, I didn't want to see any type of light. It's dark, but the light from the computer, TV, nothing was hurting, right? My head was hurting so bad. It was pounding. Like, I was just in the bed doing this. Like, oh my God. Like, oh, and I got up. And even touching my eyes now right here is hurting so bad. My hair hurts so bad. But not like yesterday. My head was just boom, boom, boom. All in here just was pounding. I got up, drug myself in that kitchen, took 3 aspirin actually. I just took 3 aspirin. Oh, my neck hurt. Everything hurt. I took 3 aspirin. And I came in here. I grabbed the 3 aspirin, came in here, got my water, drank it, laid down. And I want to say about maybe half an hour, if that long. It helped a little bit. It started to lighten up a little bit. But when I tell y'all, my head was hurting so bad, I couldn't even get comfortable. Like, I didn't even know how to rest my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it was horrible. It was horrible. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna do my best. I don't want to call off. It's really busy. Like, I mean, it's really busy. I'm just gonna do everything I can to get my job done as quickly as I can, and then maybe leave early if I can. I don't know, but I don't know. We'll see. It's 7:20, y'all. Enjoy your day, and I will talk to you later. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. As always, I appreciate you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things, you know. Talk to y'all later. Bye now. Hey guys, it's 9:22. I'm on my 9:15 break, from 9:15 to 9:30. And oh man, my eyes hurt so bad. I just took 3 aspirin. My eyes hurt so bad. They burning here from constantly rubbing. I have to rub because they're constantly running. Nose constantly running. But oh, my head. It hurts so much. And then I have to, in order to see the computer screen, I have to be up on it like this, so the bright light is really messing with my eyes. I don't know who keep ordering this snow, but stop. It's beautiful though. It is beautiful. I had heated up a little bit of food from yesterday, some rice and meat. Let me shut this door. I mean, I don't have to be to work until 12. In the meantime, he playing the game. He's so annoying when he play that game. So loud. So loud and annoying. His kids are the same way. Let me get it from him. It's a game. I get frustrated playing games too, but come on. You talking to the screen, you don't talk back. Now when they start talking back, I had to eat something on my stomach. I was getting a little dizzy. I finished a couple of those roasted peanuts. I finished the muffins, a little bit left. Ouch. So now if I get a little hungry, I can nibble on these. So I just try to do one bag at a time for the most part. And I had them peanuts for a while now. I finally finished them. There's just a few left, some crumbs. I'm trying to, not eat as much, especially when you're not like hungry, you know what I'm saying? Crackers, cheese, little things like that. I don't really be hungry. Sometimes you just have a taste for something. I have to say, y'all, I'm really dragging. I have 80 accounts today. Nowhere near as many as yesterday. Well, yeah, 80 accounts. And, I'm just going through it so slow. I should have at least had half done as far as checking on the part, but I'm just gonna try to hang in as long as I can. Anyway, I have my water, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back over there and get set up to start back working. I really just rather go to sleep, but I can't. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you a little bit later, okay? And bye now.